Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another video for you guys. So Ann Sarnoff, the CEO and chairwoman of Warner Brothers, has done an interview with Variety, answering some questions, talking about DC and the future of what they see with DC and all that kind of stuff in HBO Max, and talking about the Snyder Cut and all that kind of stuff. Well, she was asked some questions, and she has answered some of these questions, and let me just say, the response to what she has said in this interview is not good at all, and literally the timing of this is horrible. Like, what were you thinking, Anne? Seriously, what were you thinking here? So, two things I want to talk about, mainly from this article. It will be in the description if you guys want to read the interview here on Variety. But Ann Sarnoff says this: "We will not continue the Snyderverse." And here's what she's quoted saying: "We're very happy with what we've done with the Snyder Cut, but we're very excited about the plans we have for all the multi-dimensional DC characters that are being developed right now." Now, I have no issue with Ann Sarnoff because within this interview, she's been talking about other stuff they're working on and things that they're excited to do. This is also the same company during DC Fandom that was really heavily promoting the multiverse, and how a lot of these different projects, whether it's on HBO Max, theatrical, are in a multiverse type setting. They're not all taking place on one Earth, so multiple things can happen. Now, there was no guarantee of the continuation of what Zack Snyder was doing when the Snyder Cut came out and when it's building up to it. There was no guarantee, of course. It was just speculation. But literally, the Snyder Cut came out days ago. And you, Anne, come out with an interview here on Variety, and you just say flat out, even though this film, the Snyder Cut, Zack Snyder's Justice League, has done so damn well for HBO Max and getting a lot of positive response and a lot of people talking about it, you're getting this humongous win, and you come out and just flat out, literally days later, and say, nah, we're done. We have so many things we're doing this multiverse thing, but there's no. I just feel like that's like really hurting yourself, and it really is, because there's a lot of people talking now saying, are you kidding me? Like, you literally couldn't wait a couple of weeks? You couldn't just like hold off a little bit on doing an interview and kind of talking about this? Like, literally, you are winning right now because HBO Max has got a lot more attention than it has been since its launch. Because let's be honest, HBO Max has gotten some, positive feedback on this content and everything they had on there. But let's be honest, HBO Max has not been talked about a lot since its launch until now because of the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut was the biggest thing they have on the platform in terms of an original thing being released only on HBO Max in terms of distribution, all that kind of stuff, and where it's going to be landing. Now, of course, the Snyder Cut's going to other places as well internationally. It's going to get a physical copy release, like Blu-ray and all that kind of stuff. But we're talking about the fact that this is the biggest thing for your streaming service, and you come out days later and say we're not continuing it, even though we have all these other things happening in the multiverse of DC. I don't... It's bad timing. It really is. The second thing I really wanted to briefly mention is the fact that they said that they're not developing David Ayer's director's cut of Suicide Squad, which isn't that big of a thing, but the fact that she's like saying we're not doing it, even though we know there's more stuff that was shot and stuff that, of course, they got reshot and everything and edited a certain way. It's just kind of ridiculous too that you're okay. You do realize that would get a lot of attention too if you gave David Ayer the ability to, create his own version and edit it, because a trailer editing place edited the film. So why not give the same treatment to David Ayer to at least put out his version? It'd be a big hit too. Oh well. So yeah, so Ann Sarnoff, I don't know what you're thinking. I mean, this is bad timing. And if there was truly never going to be a continuation of the Snyderverse, which I have, said, hashtag restore the Snyderverse. I'm a part of that movement. I mean, I think that just based off what we saw in the Snyder Cut, I mean, there's so many things they could be doing in terms of a continuation. So, I just feel like this is really bad timing. This really is, because you are literally shooting yourself in the foot. Because there's a lot of people responding to this saying, okay, this is also the same company that said that they would never release the Snyder Cut. So there you have that. And also, here's another thing too, Ann. There's people above you at AT&T who actually own you. So technically, you can say all day that you're not going to continue the Snyderverse. It is not up to you realistically, because the people above Ann could say, you know what, no, we want the Snyderverse, we want this to happen, we want to see what he would do with the sequel. there's a possibility there. I don't know for sure if that would ever happen, but I'm just saying, with Anne coming out saying this, if this is definitive, like even AT&T is not going to continue with it and they don't want to say anything, if it's truly done and there is no possibility, this is horrible timing because you're riding a high right now in terms of the Snyder Cut being a huge success. A lot of people talking about it, even people that didn't like Zack Snyder's films said that they even liked it. Not everybody. I'm just saying there's a lot of people responding to this film, big Snyder fans, people who have seen his previous films, didn't really like them, but actually enjoyed this one. That's a thing. And and right after all this is going down, you're like, nah, bad timing, because people did some research. A lot more people now have been typing in and searching up if there's going to be a sequel to Justice League after this film has released. It's never been that big in terms of a search. People have been searching up now, is there going to be a Snyder Cut 2? Is there going to be a sequel to this? Because people are wanting it, and people are wanting to see what happens next after what happened in this 4-hour film. So why would you do this? Why would you freaking put this out there? I don't understand. Bad timing, Ann. Good luck, because now you're going to get so many more people that are going to be pushing and demanding for the continuation. And it's because you said this, you're just going to push them even more. That's just what it is. So what do you guys think of the comments about Anne? What do you think of the article overall? Like I said, I'm fine with her speaking about the other projects they have in the works in terms of other things they're doing with these DC characters. But do not promote a multiverse thing and then just flat out, days after the Snyder Cut comes out, that there's no continuation. That's bad timing. And that's shitty. That's shitty on your fans who have been really praising and watching and promoting the Snyder Cut since it released and helping your streaming service, and you're like, bah, there's no continuation. That's shit. So what you guys think in the comments? I'm curious to know your thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have, let me know in the comments below. Can't fucking talk. I'm just all over today. Today's been a crazy day. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.